What's up, folks? This is Joe of All Vapes coming at you with some of the best products out on the vaping market today. So we're talking about Mr. Good Vape today. And you guys have never tried this company. It's up there, man. I mean, it's up there on the upper echelon of all the other awesome e-juice brands out on the market. They've got 12 amazing flavors, 12. And yeah, they sent them all to me. So I'm sort of forced to kind of split this review into two. So you're going to be seeing this review, and then you're going to be seeing a follow-up review right after that. So first of all, man, it's like an 85 balmy degrees here in the vape cave up in the PNW. This is weather that we're not used to, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a really hot summer coming up, but you know what? Got the vape cave door open. I got some good vapes. I got some good vibes, and we're going to share them today. So in typical Joe of All Vapes fashion, we're going to break these apart bit by bit. We're going to check out the labels. I really don't even know where to start here. I mean, look at this. I've got this fat array of 12 different bottles to choose from. We're going to do 6 for the review right now, and then we're going to do another 6 on the next follow-up review. So I'm pretty much just kind of shooting from the hip here today. But hey, it's not much further than my typical style, you know what I'm saying? I love that you guys kind of fling with me on these ones. So we're going to have some fun with this one. Now, first of all, Mr. Good Vape, like I said, has been around for quite some time. If you guys have ever been to any of your local shops or whatnot, you know, you fling it through Instagram, you're flinging through a lot of social media, you're going to run into Mr. Good Vape. They were definitely grandfathered in along with a lot of, like I said, the upper echelon vape companies that have surpassed a lot of, ones that just kind of flung through and came and went. Every one of these flavors exactly true to profile. And I'm actually a bit shocked, to be honest with you, because a lot of e-juice brands that branch out from 1 to 3 flavors and go, kind of hog wild crazy anywhere between, 10 and above can sometimes kind of stray from the formula. And you always want to make sure that when you come up with a new e-juice company, the passion has to be behind the product. They have to taste the quality of what it is you're trying to convey. Am I right? So, the good thing is, with Mr. Good Vape, you can come to expect that. With so many different flavors to choose from, there's bound to be something here that hits up the breakfast vapors, that hits up the dessert vapors, the fruits and everything in between, which is really, really good because no matter what you choose, you're going to come up with a solid quality product. So we're going to pick the first one that's in my hand here, and this one is Sugar Cookie Butterscotch with graham cracker, and that one is called Moon Sugar. Now, first of all these are 3 milligrams. Every label is pretty identical in terms of just the style of the artwork. Every one is just a little bit different by color. This one is a little bit blue, and that one is a yellowish color, and yeah, they all reflect the approximate flavors of what they're trying to convey. So gives you a little bit of an idea. Love the label, very high quality, very bling. Got the little Mr. Good Vape bust going on in the background, and on the bottom of every bottle, it's going to have the description of the flavor, and then you got all the legalese and some of the social media info on the back of the label. So the Moon Sugar, Sugar Cookie Butterscotch, and Graham Cracker, right up my dessert vaping alley. This stuff was really, really tasty. The one thing I really dug about this is that, with all the ingredients in here, you really could taste the individual ingredients. The sugar cookie came through really, really light. A good sugar cookie, how it's kind of chewy on the inside and nice and crunchy on the outside, just pure sugary goodness, a little bit of a cakey taste. It was definitely present. It was a very good taste. The graham cracker gave it just a little bit more of a bold, kind of an earthy tone, while the butterscotch was really, really smooth, and it had a definite deep buttery flavor to it. So this one, a very deep flavor, but still kind of light and airy with that sugar cookie, the graham cracker kind of keeping everything together. Really, really tasty vape. So any of you guys that are the dessert vapors, definitely going to love that one. The next flavor is Apple Pie Vanilla Caramel. Once again, pretty much same concept on the artwork, a little bit of a different color just to differentiate, which I dig. I give them a thumbs up for that one. There are some companies out there that make each and every one of their bottles totally identical in color and in contrast and everything like that. I like a company that basically keeps it true to whatever it is that they're trying to convey with the artwork, but still switches it up just a little bit to give the impression that there's still something a little bit separated to choose from, so you know exactly what flavor you're going to go to. The apple pie vanilla caramel was really super tasty. The caramel was very deep, it was very earthy and rich, a little bit creamy as well, and the apple pie came through with just a melange of flavors. It wasn't just straight up apple with some cinnamon, but you could taste the cinnamon. The apple was fairly tart, but still pretty sweet. The entire mixture was extremely pleasant. If you guys have never had fresh caramel drizzled over the top of an apple pie, you guys are totally missing out, man. Let me tell you. I was in Fat Kid City with this, and I was a fat kid, so I can get away with saying that. But this one is one of those guilt-free indulgences that if you can't get the actual thing, know that the quality is definitely in the vapes. This tasted really, really solid, paired really well together, and was definitely a binary vape. You could taste each individual flavor on the inhale and on the exhale, so that was really tasty. The third one that we got going on here is orange pineapple banana with yogurt. So a little bit of a different kind of a lighter color on it. Now the yogurt was basically the binder on this one. It brought everything together in just kind of this nice little bowl of happiness. Orange pineapple banana is kind of a typical familiar yet tropical combination. So the pineapple bringing out just that nice tart flavor to it. Banana kind of being a creamy base flavor, still mingled together really well with that yogurt, which was rich and creamy, but still kind of light and airy all at the same time. And the orange being nice and tart, just kind of, like I said, made it feel very familiar and very comfortable. Almost kind of like an ambrosia flavor to it, especially with the yogurt. So it's kind of akin to like a really good fruit salad. Take a little bit of vanilla yogurt, mix it in, you know, and just wonderful on a summer day. And the good thing about stuff like this is now that it's getting hotter in the days, I tend to kind of pull away a little bit from some of the richer, deeper, more decadent flavors like the desserts, which is my usual bag, a lot of the creams, the vanillas, stuff like that, to some of these lighter flavors. It just really kind of cleanses my palate and allows me to vape a lot of the good vapes out there and still be able to taste everything, you know, individually. So that one's a really, really tasty one if you're not looking for anything real heavy. This one is cantaloupe, mango, and papaya. So tropical with just a slight amount of exotic. All three of these flavors paired extremely well together. Cantaloupe is pretty much at the table of every summertime picnic right about now. Throw in a little bit of mango and papaya just to keep it a little bit tropical. You've got some wonderful flavors working together. I think cantaloupe pairs really, really well with mango. In my opinion, the flavor base is slightly similar, very sweet and very mellow, but still kind of an earthy undertone. Bringing it up just a little bit with that papaya that just gives it a completely outside of the box tropical flavor to it. Not very dense, but still complex enough to give your taste buds just a little bit of a lightened pleasure in the middle of a hot summer day. So definitely something a little bit different, but I mean, if you like any of those tropical flavors, you're gonna love this one. This one was solid. This one is the Melon Head. Next up on the lineup is Heaven's Candy, and this one is apple candy and sweet grape. This one was really, really tasty for me. If any of you guys have ever had a really good apple juice and mixed it up with grape, anybody that's ever had kids has basically, you know, you got that flavor in the back of your throat, you know what I'm saying? Kind of reminds me of just sucking on like a grape and an apple Jolly Rancher at the same time. It's pretty much exactly what it tasted like. Again, very true to profile. Very light and very flavorful, sweet and tart at the same time. Not much else needs to be said other than that. So it was a really good flavor. That's the Heaven's Candy. And the sixth and final flavor is Sundae Fundae. And this one is caramel vanilla sundae and butter pecan. This one was downright out of sight. This is right up my alley. I love this kind of stuff. The caramel vanilla sundae in itself was rich, vanilla, sweet cream, just a very light, airy flavor while still being just very bold, slightly buttery with a fresh, creamy taste to it. And with the butter pecan as well, you've got something very nutty, very earthy and rich, almost kind of warm tasting. Yes, vapor is warm as itself, but when a flavor itself can convey the description of the taste that it's trying to, you know, present, You know, in terms of like if it was a flavor like, you know, strawberry daiquiri or banana sundae or something like that, or vanilla ice cream, and it actually has kind of a cooling, fresh flavor, you know that it was more than passion that went into the e-juice that they created. They obviously took the time to come out with individual distinct flavors, played around with the layers and the levels and everything like that, making sure that everything came out extremely true to profile. Mr. Good Vape did a very, very good job at conveying the profiles of the flavors. Everything was extremely well balanced. The mixology on all of these was downright out of sight, and I would definitely recommend them to anybody. So the Sunday Fun Day was a really, really good vape. I liked it basically with, you know, just kind of at the end of dinner or somewhere just kind of in between the middle of the day. You know, a lot of the time I will pair some of my vapes with a lot of food, and I've noticed that flavors like this that are kind of rich and decadent and sweet go really good with coffee in the morning or with a dessert after dinner at night when the air just kind of gets a little bit cooler. You want to indulge a little bit and not feel too guilty, right? And the good thing about a lot of e-juice companies that are out on the market right now is that you find one that's as good quality as Mr. Good Vape, you're definitely always, like I said, going to come out with something that is going to satisfy your individual palate. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at 6 different flavors that are extremely high quality, conveying a promise of professionalism and passion behind every flavor that they come out with. Just to recap, we have the Heavens Candy, we have the Dabble Dooya, and I don't think I touched base on that one as far as the name. That was the Apple Pie Vanilla Caramel. We have the Sunday Fun Day, the Sunshine Daydream, which was the other one that I didn't touch base on. That's the Orange Pineapple Banana with Yogurt. We have the Melon Head, that's the Cantaloupe Mango and Papaya. And finally, the Moon Sugar, which was the Sugar Cookie Butterscotch and Graham Cracker. So we can already kind of see the theme that they're working with right here. Decadent flavors, creams, vanillas, some fruits, but more so on just kind of a dessert base in nature. Very sweet flavors, very rich and earthy, not very bold in terms of just, you know, burning out your taste buds and not allowing you to have the pleasure of going from flavor to flavor. But with the variety that Mr. Good Vape has instilled upon the market here and left available for the common vaping consumer, rest assured, whatever your taste buds value, you're going to find something out of this company. So, Mr. Good Vape, I'm not done with you yet, but I do definitely want to say thank you very much for supporting Joe of All Vapes and what I do. If you guys want to know more about this company, definitely go on to Instagram. Check out Mr. Good Vape. There we go. That's right there. The godfather of e-juice, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can see it there. Boom, right there. I wish I was just a little bit taller or maybe had a vape bar that was just a little bit shorter. But take my word for it, this company is all that and a bag of chips, let me tell you. So definitely check out their social media, go on to Mr. Good Vape and give them a follow. Check out all their boss pictures. And if you guys dug this review, wait for the next one because installment number 2 is coming up. I still got another 6 flavors to go through. You know, I want to keep things kind of nice and tight and pithy. Still go through the description with all of you guys there. If you have any questions, definitely put them in the comment section. I'll try and put as much information about this company and all of the flavors in the description below, as well as the flavors that are coming on the next installment, just to kind of give you guys something to look forward to. So, like I said, if you like it, please spread the word here at Joe of All Vapes on YouTube. Check me out on Instagram, Joe of All Vapes _2. I've got some really, really awesome reviews coming up. A lot of top quality, high brand, well-known companies. And of course, I like to throw a few into the mix that hopefully you guys have never heard of. There's a lot of companies out there that are very well known, but there are a lot of companies out there that are also not very well known, that are really trying to raise themselves up. And especially during this climate of a lot of change going on with regulations and whatnot in the vaping community and industry, you know, it's nice to try and help support other companies that are fledgling and really trying to kind of bring this out. Because the more support that we have, the tighter and the stronger we become in being able to enjoy what we do here and making sure that our vaping rights do not get taken away. So once again, thank you very much for watching this review. I really loved you guys tuning in. Stay humble, love yourselves, love each other, and you keep it cloudy.